Hello, my name is Lacey and welcome back to Late Night Coloring Mama. Tonight, I thought we would do a little color and chat. So I'll show you the book and then the picture that I'm going to color, and we'll just kind of hang out and talk about some things. So grab yourself something to drink and let's chat. Alright, so the color book that I chose is Mosaic Color by Number Mandala. And this is by Sunlife Drawing. This is the color palette, and it's the same throughout the whole book. You can also view it actually on the back. It looks like that. So that's really nice that it stays the same throughout the whole book. And this is the mandala that I chose. Kind of looks like a snowflake to me, but the colors are different. So I'll show you the colors as I go along. I am using BIC Intensity permanent markers and the Shuttle art markers, which now I'm thinking those are my favorite. I just want to keep using them, so I may have to get more. So let's get started. Right here it looks like number 7, which will be my first color, is red. And for that, I'm going to use the Shuttle art marker, and it looks like on this one the numbers have kind of worn off. I have used this one quite a bit, and I'm going to use the fine tip. Alright, so do you guys, when you color mandalas, do you start in the middle or do you start on the outside? I was thinking the outside, but then now I'm thinking more towards the middle would be easier. Let me know how you guys do that. How is everyone doing tonight? I am doing well. I am drinking some peach tea again. That's pretty much my go-to. I really like the peach tea. It's not caffeinated. I don't drink, try not to drink anything caffeinated after 7 o'clock. Otherwise my anxiety goes bonkers all over the place and then I can't sleep. So it's not caffeinated, but it does help me relax. And when I had my cold, it was really nice too. How was the weather where you guys were at today? It was pretty sunny here. High I think was 61, so it was really nice out. This is a really dark red, I think, but that's okay. I don't have to have it exact or anything. Did everybody have a good weekend? We went out to eat with some family, had some pizza. A bunch of the kids and grown-ups got to play in this like arcade thing that they have, which is always fun. And did some catching up on laundry, the normal household stuff. That's about what we did this weekend. Well, I'm interested to see what this looks like when it's done. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to my channel so far and liked or commented. It means so much to me, so I do appreciate that. It's been fun. something new, and it is something to do at night to calm the nerves and just relax. So when anyone does color by numbers, do you guys have to have the exact color like it says, or do you just find something similar or go with the flow? I don't have to have the exact. Try to find something similar. And then with the regular coloring books, I usually pick out what I want to color with, but then I just kind of go with the flow and see how it turns out. Still fun regardless. Make your own pictures unique. Now that I'm looking at it, this red makes me think of a Christmas ornament. What do you guys think? A Christmas ornament with a red? Red's so bright. It's pretty though. So this book doesn't have perforated edges, so I definitely won't be tearing it out at all. But that's okay. And I did put the paper behind it because it is kind of thin and it would bleed through, so. There is a lot of like reddish, red oranges, orange and yellow oranges, so that's going to be pretty neat once it's all colored. And if we don't finish it tonight, I can always do another color in chat for this one, so we can finish it on another day. If we don't, we may not. We'll see where the night goes. So far, so good. Has anybody watched any good shows or movies lately? I'm looking for something, but I'm not sure what I'm looking for. I always have a hard time deciding what to watch when I feel like watching something, such as a movie or TV show. I have been reading. I'm currently reading Confess by Colleen Hoover. I'm about 50% in. One part made my mouth drop. Or actually, I rolled my eyes. But it's pretty good so far. We'll see. I hope the ending and everything's good. Do you guys read it all for another hobby, or what types of books do you like, or who's your favorite author? I read wide varieties of books. I recently started getting into fantasy books, which I thought that's something I will never get into, but gave a few of them a try and it hooked me. I actually have a few hobbies. What are your guys' hobbies besides coloring, or is it strictly just coloring? Coloring is my main. Sometimes late at night too, I like to read. Or early in the morning before the kids are up before school. All right, I think this is the last number 7 for the red. So we'll have to see. If it's not, that's all right. We can always go back. We'll have to see what's next. Looks like it's going to be red orange. So let me get that. Okay, so for this, I'm using the BIC Intensity permanent marker, and this is Sunset Orange. Like I said, I try to pick out all my colors before coloring, but sometimes if I'm coloring like a regular page, it doesn't always work out because there's more I'll add, or maybe decide I don't want to use that, which is, you know, fine. All right, number 8. Number 8, red orange. Let's see where that is at. Oh, okay, I see it. Oh, and if I didn't tell you, this one is a fine tip. I have ultra fine too. I did share some of those in my other video. So yeah, I like the fine the best, I think. Ultra fine is nice for small areas. But I had to look through them all to see what color I wanted to use. Oh, this is a pretty color too. Do any of you use a ring light when you record? Be for anything? I do sometimes. Not always, but sometimes I do use the ring light. Or what is the best type of light to use? If you don't like the ring light or don't use that, what do you think is the best type of light to use? I'd be interested to know if you want to leave that in the comments. That would be great. I also think these mandalas would look good with gel pens. Do you guys like gel pens? I have some, but I have not used them in so long that most of them are probably dried out. If I had to rate what I'd like the best to color with, it would probably be between markers, colored pencils, and gel pens. I would probably put it as, let's see, I gotta think about it because markers and colored pencils are so close. I like markers for the brightness. And I like colored pencils because they can be smooth. You can do a lot of different things with both. And gel pens are just fun. If they are dried out, what's the best way to revive them? Or don't you think reviving them really works that well? Because I've tried before, this was a long time ago, a couple of them in like hot water that I read about. It did okay for some, but not that well. I was hoping it would have done better. If you like gel pens, what is your favorite gel pen brand to use? Or what do you think works the best for gel pens? I would be interested to know and maybe try them to see sometime in the future. Well, that's looking neat. So as far as coloring supplies, how many of you have coloring books or supplies that you have not used? I've said before that I have quite a few coloring books that I haven't even colored in. I think it was just like I wanted them and they were just too pretty, I thought, to color in, or I just, kind of forgot about them for a while. I think that's it for the 8s. I'm just looking around here. So yeah, I'm working on changing, because I want to try to color in all my coloring books at some point. I mean, I bought them for a reason, or I got them for a reason. I should color in them. I like them. Some are probably gifts. I know I got some for gifts. I want to color in them too. I think that's it for the 8. So 9 is orange. Do you guys color these in on these types of books? I mean, I don't, but I suppose you could. That'd be kind of cool to color them in. But with me using the markers on this, it would bleed through the other side. So yeah, I won't color that in. So orange, let me get my orange. All right, Shuttle art marker. This is number 122. And I'll be using the fine tip. Okay, and that is number 9. Been on YouTube for 2 weeks today, so that's exciting. I think there's always going to be something to learn, which is always the fun of it, because I really do enjoy doing this. Wow, I'm liking this so far. Where is your guys' coloring setup at your house? I'm interested to hear what you do for a color setup. Do you have one or not? Or do you just like to sit on the couch? Maybe have the book in your lap or pages? Or do you sit at a table or a desk or in bed? Outside on a porch? Even outside? Where do you guys have your little color setup where you pretty much always color? Mine is in our basement. It is a finished basement. It does have a built-in, which is really nice. So it has drawers and everything like a desk would. Well, I don't know about newer desks nowadays if they have those or not. But pretty much our whole house has built-ins, including the bedrooms. Like there's built-in, in some rooms there's like built-in vanities or desks, which is nice too. Works out great, especially if you have kids or if, you know, color on it, go to school, do your homework on it, have your computer there, and do makeup. If you wear makeup, you know, you can do a lot of things, so it's pretty nice. The one in our room is like a vanity, has a big light over it and a mirror, huge mirror, but we use it as a desk too. My son's is a desk. We do have a little mirror hung over it so he can see. And my daughter's is a desk as well. So yeah, mine is in the basement. We have a finished basement. I do like it down here. Oh, it's looking neat so far. That orange is really bright. Yeah, it's really quiet down here, so, you know, I'm not waking up the kids, talking, being loud, or because they're in bed, school, and what else they got going on, and the husband works in the morning. So it's nice to have a quiet little space. I also have my bookshelves down here where pretty much all of my books, I have some on shelves in my living room too, but not like bookcase. But yeah, I'd be interested to hear how you guys color. Me and the kids colored today. They wanted to color today, and I was like, sure, yeah, I'll color with you. So we sat at our dining room table and colored for a little while, and that was nice. Yeah, that looks really bright on paper. That orange looks really bright on paper. Do you guys like mandalas or any type of patterns to color? I have a pattern book. I think it's really neat and it's fun, but at the same time I'm not too sure. I guess I'm not too sure how I feel. Like I like it, but at the same time I'm not sure if I like it a lot. Mandalas, oh gosh, I love them. I think, oh nope, we got more 9s in there. I was thinking these were it, but nope, we got some more in the middle. I've gotten better. Like normally I've said in other videos that I like to color by numbers, like in order. Like if I was starting here, I'd keep going and switching colors, but now I'm trying to stick to one color and trying to color that. But there's still some of my books that I'll go in order. But these ones, I don't think I mind too much going out of order. Do you guys color all one number, or do you have to go like in order, like around or across? It used to stress me out so bad if I jumped all over. Get like very anxious. Not so much anymore, but I mean, maybe if it's a big picture, bigger than this, I probably would get anxious about coloring it out of order. I still like to color in coloring books though, front to back. I can skip around, but it gets me a little anxious sometimes, which is fine. I'm trying to get out of that comfort zone. And I used to not be able to have any whips. Like, I couldn't stand if I didn't finish a page. I've had a few whips, and I'm working on finishing them. I think I have 2 or 3 left. I have completed some, so that's not terrible. Do you guys have any whips, or do you have to finish a page before you start a new one? I still like to finish them, but sometimes it's nice if the picture that I'm coloring gets a little overwhelming with stuff. I just need to step back for just a little bit. I'm gonna finish it, but I just need to take a break. I'm thinking too much. Which I shouldn't really have to think too much when I'm coloring, but sometimes if I'm really into the picture, I'm thinking way too much. Trying to learn not to do that too, because coloring is supposed to be fun, not get you all stressed out. For me, anyway. Okay, I think I have the last number 9 now. And once the page is completed, I may hold it up to show you guys the orange, because I don't know if it shows this orange as well. It looks like a highlighter orange. Well, kind of. Okay, I think that's it with the 9s. So 10 is yellow orange. So let me grab that. Okay, so this is the Shuttle art marker, and this is 23. And I'll link all these down below. And the coloring book, I got these all off of Amazon. That's normally where I get most of my stuff. Okay, so 10. I'm curious, and I've asked before how you guys remember which coloring books you have. Is there like an app, or do you guys make like a table or a chart to keep track of them? Because like for my books, there's an app, but I wouldn't want to, I don't know if you can put coloring books in there, but I don't know if I'd want to put my coloring books in there. I'd be afraid, I don't know, I think someone would get messed up or something. Even though it probably wouldn't. I just would want a separate one for my coloring books. I just want to be able to keep track of what I have, and then that way I know when I purchase more. You know, I look at them, but you know, I can overlook too. Done that with books before plenty of times. So I'm just curious if there is, what would you recommend, or what would you recommend either way to keep track of coloring books? I'm enjoying this. This is actually, this is pretty. That was really pretty. Is there a certain time of day that you guys record your videos? Mine are always late at night when the kids are in bed. It's just easier for me to do that. Do you guys always record at the same time? I actually set up a calendar for what days I'm going to try to record. At night when the kids are in bed. We'll see how all that goes. Yeah, hence the reason my channel is Late Night Coloring Mama. I color late at night when the kids are asleep. I record late at night when the kids are asleep. And it's basically a time for me to de-stress and relax. Basically like a self-care for myself. Because I feel that's important. And I just usually make a cup of hot tea or water and get everything set up and get ready to record. And it's just relaxing, so relaxing. Okay, I think this is the last 10. We'll double check again. Like I thought was the last 9s, but they were in the middle. Check. Okay, I think that might be the last number 10. Number 10s that I colored. So, move to 11, yellow. Okay, so I'm using the Shuttle Art marker, fine tip. This is number 34. And these, I don't see the color on them. Okay, 11. Let's see. That almost looks like the orange, but that's okay. We'll see once it sits a minute. So like I said, if we don't finish this picture tonight, I'll do a part 2. But we'll see. So far, so good. We're getting pretty far, I think. Oh, this looks like a half moon. And I am a really slow color. But that's okay. Anybody else a slow color? I finished one of my whips and it literally took me days to finish it. It's not a color by number, but it took me days to finish it. Do you have any of those where it takes you days to complete? When you go back at it again, or you start it and can't finish it that day, so you go back another day and it's taking you longer to do it that day. Yeah. It's alright though. Alright. I'm liking this so far. It looks really pretty. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to be in the 50s here tomorrow, so that will be pretty nice too. absolutely loving these markers. I seriously think I might have to get another set, a bigger set. Because they color so nice. To me, anyway. I like the way they color. Yeah, there's not too many 11s on this one, at least from what I glanced at, which is okay. All right, 1, 2, 3. 5 left for the 11. We can move on to 12. This is a fun picture. This is the first picture I've colored in this coloring book. So there's a lot more to go. So if you want me to do a flip through of this coloring book or another color and chat after this picture's done in this book, or any of my books that you've seen so far, let me know in the comments and we can do that. If you've seen my Jade Summer coloring books that I showed in a previous video, and I showed the fairy one that I started but was working on, I finished that picture. That one took me a couple days, but I actually like how it turned out. It was fun to color. Have to color in that book again soon, or at some point. Guess it just depends how I feel what I want to color in. I don't necessarily plan something. Like for the video, I plan what I think I want to do. But if I'm just randomly coloring, I'm just going to grab a random book and whatever one, I guess, that I feel like I'm in the mood for. Alright, I think we got the 11s done. Don't see any more. So 12 is yellow green. So let me grab that. Okay, here's the yellow green, 46. Again, it's Shuttle art marker, and I'm going to use the fine tip. Fine tip. Okay, number 12. Oh, we got a few of these. Oh, this is a pretty green. One thing you might find odd about me, or unique, I should say unique, not odd. I used the wrong word. Unique or different. I don't have any PDFs, but I would like to change that. I've seen people using a bunch of PDFs, and I actually like that, and storing them maybe in a binder, because a lot of times I like mine out of a book. Not always, but I do like them, like the perforated edges ones. I like those out for the most part. Wow, that's looking nice. Pretty. Do any of you get your coloring books off thrift books or Book Outlet? I've recently seen, yes, I know. I've gotten books off Book Outlet, but I didn't think about coloring books till I was browsing. And I know I was browsing thrift books too, because I get some of my books off thrift books, and they have color books as well. So, do any of you guys get yours off of either of those sites? Are there any pros or cons? Or where do you get your coloring books mostly from? I'm just kind of looking at options. I mean, I love Amazon, but it's always fun to try something new, so looking for new things. And Book Outlet and thrift books, yeah, they're pretty affordable. And I know thrift books and Amazon are kind of a thing together, but I guess I never thought to look for coloring books off there. Whenever I hear books, I think of just books. I don't know why, till I just start searching, and then I'm like, oh, they have color books too. Well, technically, it's a book, a coloring book. So why wouldn't they have it? But, like this green. I think we're a little more than halfway done, yeah. Got about 3 colors left after this. I don't know if we'll finish it tonight, but for sure, if I don't, we'll finish it in the next video. Something else to know about me, as I've said before, and I'm sure you guys can tell, I am left-handed. So I might look like I'm coloring a little different, which is fine. I normally, when I color, my paper is sideways. So I've been trying to color up and down. At first, I was thinking in my head, oh my gosh, I can't do this. I always have my paper turned. Even when I write, like, my name or something on something, everything is turned. Usually turn it to the left. So normally, I'm coloring like this. I'll just show it once. This is how I normally color all the time. But since I started YouTube, I've been doing the up and down. I might tilt it sometimes, and I'm just not paying attention that I am doing it. It's just a habit. But it's not that bad doing it up and down either. So I'm getting used to that. Do any of you guys color sideways or upside down, or are you guys straight? Have your paper straight? How do you color? Do you guys like these color and chats? Do you find them relaxing? I do. Now, when I'm coloring, I can't watch a movie or a TV show, but I can glance up and down and color along with the color and chat. I always find them relaxing. I can listen fine with those, so it's not really a issue for me with that. And everyone that I've seen colors so nice. Love all the pictures that I've seen. Sorry, I keep looking back at it. Got quite a lot of it done tonight though, so that's pretty good. And I still like to rip my perforated pages out, like the Creative Haven books. But now I've noticed, I colored the other day in one that had a perforated edge in it, and I actually wanted to leave it in the book. So maybe it's only just a few books that I like to tear them out in. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll start keeping them all in. I still need to figure out how I'm going to store the pages that I ripped out. I don't know if I should just put them in a binder. I don't know if I label it with where it came from, what coloring book, or just put them in there just to show the pictures that I have colored, which that would be fine to me too as well. So I don't really want to get rid of them. I'd like to see if I progress, sorry. I'm human. Kind of looks like a stencil. Has anyone used stencils in their coloring pictures? I don't know if that would be neat or not. I guess I never, maybe it is, I'm not sure. Maybe something to try. Because I still want to try to learn how to color backgrounds and skin tones and hair a little better. I mean, I'm fine with what I have, but you know, it doesn't hurt to improve. Try out new things. That's the fun of it, right? On my fairy in the Jade Summer coloring book, I think I did her hair a little bit better. I liked how I did it before, but I'm still learning. I think I got it to where I'm satisfied. So I'll have to show you guys that maybe at the end of the month. on what I colored. Sometime around there. I am liking all these colors together. What a great combination. But I am interested to see, because after the yellow green we'll have green, dark green, and magenta. I'm interested to see, I don't know, the dark green, or maybe more the magenta, what that's going to look like when it's done. Okay, now I know I asked where you get coloring books from. Where do you get your supplies, such as markers? If you guys do like pan pastels, I know I talked about a bunch about, I probably repeated myself, about the gold foil. If you guys do that, where do you get them? I may have to check out, we have a Hobby Lobby, so I might have to check them out. I know they have coloring books, I know they have pencils and markers, and I think I actually purchased one of my, I think they're paintbrush markers. I think I got some of those from Hobby Lobby. And I am not too good with those paintbrush markers. Is there like a certain trick to use those, or, I mean, I just like a paintbrush probably, but I don't know. I just feel like it doesn't look great when I do it, but you know, it's still fine. Is there a favorite mandala book you guys have that like mandalas? That's like a must-have? Because I really like them a lot. Okay, well, I think this is all that I am going to do tonight. I will do a part 2 so we can finish it and see how it turns out soon. So yeah, I'll hold it up a little bit closer so you guys can take a look of the so far. This is the so far. Again, the book is Mosaic, Color by Number Mandala by Sunlife Drawing. I will link that in the markers down below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, consider giving it a big thumbs up. And if you would like to see more of my content, please consider hitting that subscribe button or that bell button down below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice night. Bye.